Neighborhood gardens can provide anything from nutrition to quality of life and community spirit. All of these will be open for exploration Saturday in the 20th annual South End Lower Roxbury Garden Tour. To tell us about the event is our guest, the chair of the tour committee, Maryellen Hassell. Thank you very much for being with us, Maryellen.
Thank you. My pleasure.
First of all, why have this event and why are gardens so important to this neighborhood?
Gardens are important for many, many reasons. First of all, they provide the people who garden in them an opportunity to garden, to grow food, to grow flowers, whatever their enjoyment is. It also enhances the neighborhood. I mean, all these gardens are viewable from sidewalks. So I think it enhances the quality of life in our neighborhood.
Now, some of these gardens, and I know we can talk about some of the smaller ones, they're not exactly overwhelming in their size, but in a certain sense, even though you can tell it's a small area, there's something that's very spacious about them.
Yes, it depends. The community gardens, the South End Lower Roxbury has 16 of them, and they vary in size from maybe 20 plots to maybe 150 plots. But on the tour itself, which is this Saturday, September 15th, we'll also have private gardens on the tour. And that is people's backyards, their small backyards. And people have done some wonderful, wonderful things with these spaces. Some people have made a woodland setting look. Some people have made much more of a structured look. Some people interpret their garden may have like an English style to it, very formal.
Or an Asian style, maybe.
Or an Asian style, yes. In fact, this year we have a lovely garden that's on the tour it's Japanese inspired. So there's quite a variety of gardens on the tour.
One of the other things that you're weaving in here is some intersection between gardening and the arts.
Yes. We're very excited. About 3 years ago, we started a collaboration with United South End Artists, and that's another South End community-wide organization. So on the day of the tour, we have about 15 artists that will be in one of the private gardens, and they will create a painting during the day. And those paintings will be for sale at our reception, which immediately follows the tour. So it's another component of the tour, and it's another way of us also raising money. In addition, this year, we've added another feature. 6 paintings have already been created in some of the public spaces that are on the tour, such as Titus Sparrow Park, Hayes Park, and those we're going to also have at our reception, and that will be done via a live auction. So that adds a new element to our reception, which follows the tour on the same day.
You mentioned the funds being raised, and these will support what kind of projects?
In the community gardens, they have a lot of needs. Fencing, irrigation systems, stone, edging, the things that are in common to the garden. Each gardener takes care of their own plot, but the garden itself has needs, sheds, and that's what we raise the money for.
I guess one of the other things that's interesting here, because this is a walking tour, and yes, you do see the gardens, but just walking through the South End on a nice day, I think that's a treat.
I agree. I agree. The neighborhood is a wonderful neighborhood, like so many neighborhoods are around the city of Boston. And on the garden tour, we attract many people from not only from our own area, but from outside the area. And they're always surprised to see how much is done in these small spaces behind the buildings. And these private gardens are gardens that you ordinarily would not get to see unless you knew the owner or were friends with the owner. So in addition to seeing the public spaces that are in the area, you'll also get to walk down the alleys, they're driving alleys, but we'll be walking, of course, and you enter the gardens through their back gate.
Well, some other very important things to mention here, the exact time and place, and where people can go to follow up and get more information.
They can go to our website, which is southendgardentour.org. Tickets are being sold now, and there's information on our website about where to buy tickets. You can buy them online, or you can buy them in these different locations that are around the South End. There's also Whole Foods by the Symphony sells tickets, and also the Mahoney's Garden Center in Brighton, as well as 8 other locations within the South End. So in advance, the tickets are $20, and that includes the tour and the reception. And on the day of the tour, it's $25. And you can buy the ticket on the day of the tour in front of the South End Branch Library. It's on the corner of Tremont Street and Rutland Square. And that's where we'll be set up selling tickets.